Have you ever received an answer from God and then later experienced concern or confusion regarding the answer? This week's study of Doctrine and Covenants section 6 for Come Follow Me, we are introduced to Oliver Cowdery, whose experience will show us just how important it is to be certain about the answers we receive. Grab your scriptures and let's jump in. I'm Art, and this is So What? First, some background. In 1829, Joseph Smith started to worry about how long it was taking to translate the Book of Mormon. Emma had helped him, his brother Sam had helped him, but after losing the 116 pages, he really only had a few pages of translation to show for it. So Joseph did the one thing he knew how to do. He asked the Lord for help, and the Lord sent Oliver Cowdery. Section 6 is counsel given to Oliver about his role in the Lord's work, and that Oliver had a great gift for receiving revelation. Let's read verses 14 through 16 and look for what the Lord taught Oliver about receiving and recognizing revelation. Verily, verily, I say unto thee, blessed art thou for what thou hast done. For thou hast inquired of me, and behold, I would underline this part, as often as thou hast inquired, thou hast received instruction of my spirit. Now let's jump to verse 15. Behold, thou knowest that thou hast inquired of me, and I did enlighten thy mind. And now I tell thee these things that thou mayest know that thou hast been enlightened by the Spirit of truth. I'd underline that part too. Thou hast been enlightened by the Spirit of truth. Now verse 16. Yea, I tell thee that thou mayest know that there is none else save God, that knoweth thy thoughts and the intents of thy heart. Underline that part. None else save God that knowest thy thoughts and the intents of thy heart. All right, let's pick out those three principles. Number one, if we ask, he gives us instruction through the Spirit. In a previous episode, we talked about how to recognize the Spirit. Number two, he enlightens our mind, or in other words, he gives us ideas or he helps us understand things. Number three, God knows our thoughts and our intent. We may not know what the problem is, or we may not know how to express it or put it into words, but we know that there's a problem. That's okay. The Lord knows your intent. He knows your heart, and he knows how to help you. I know what you're asking. So what? There will be times when you will pray for something that really matters, something that's really important, and you will question the answer that you receive. That's okay. That's normal. It's human. But the adversary can take that question and turn it into doubt if we don't know how to receive and recognize revelation. Let me give you an example. In a video that the church released in 2013, Elder Holland shares an experience that he had with his son about questioning an answer to a prayer.
Having grown up in southern Utah and enjoying all the wonders and beauties of southern Utah and northern Arizona, I wanted to introduce my son to that, and I wanted to show him places that I had seen and enjoyed when I was his age. So his mother packed a little lunch for us, and we took his grandfather's pickup truck and headed south onto what we call the old Arizona Strip. Noting that the sun was going down, we decided we better get back. But we came back to a particular fork in the road, really the only one that at that point was absolutely unrecognizable. I asked my son to pray about which road to take, and he felt strongly that we should go to the right, and I did as well, and we went to the right, and it was a dead end. We went 400 or 500 or 600 yards, and it was an absolute dead end, clearly the wrong road. Turned around, came back out, took the other road, and clearly the road to the left was the correct road. But somewhere along the way, Matt said, "Dad, why did we feel, after praying about it, that the right road was the proper one to take, the correct one to take, and it wasn't?" And I said, I think that the Lord, his wish for us there, and his answer to our prayer was to get us on the right road as quickly as possible with some reassurance, with some understanding that we were on the right road and we didn't have to worry about it. And in this case, the easiest way to do that was to let us go 400 yards or 500 yards on the wrong road and very quickly know, without a doubt, that it was the wrong road, and therefore, with equal certainty, with equal conviction, that the other one was the right road. I have absolute, certain knowledge, perfect knowledge, that God loves us. He is good. He is our Father. And He expects us to pray and trust and be believing and not give up and not panic and not retreat and not jump ship when something doesn't seem to be going just right. We stay in, we keep working, we keep believing, keep trusting, following that same path, and we will live to fall in His arms and feel His embrace and hear Him say, I told you it'd be okay. I told you it'd be all right.
Don't give up. Don't panic. Don't jump ship. Keep working, keep believing, and keep trusting. And the promise is that eventually you'll hear God say, see, I told you you'd be okay. Tiny heart. Check you next time.